Hello, this is Nikki in Niagara coming to you from Niagara Falls, Canada, and I am so excited today to show you a flip through of a completed art journal. It is a nice, chubby, chunky one, but not too much. And we had a little bit of spine problems going on inside, but it's held together really well and has kept its shape. This used to be I guess a scrapbook or a photo album for babies. It's made of really thick cardstock, and then between each cardstock page there was a piece of textured vellum. And at the beginning I glued the vellum down to the page. I was doing that to also cover up the gutter in the spine, but then after a while I didn't like working on the texture all the time, so I started tearing them out. So I decorated the cover with Dylusions inks and white linen spray and some window decals, which I have used matte medium to adhere. This is what the back looks like. So if we open it up, it is a complete picture like that. Now I do need to go over this with a gloss gel because I don't know if you can see in there, but it is full of glitter and rhinestones, and I don't have any gloss medium, so I can't put matte over it or else it would take the shine away. So I'm gonna get some and then I will do that. So without further ado, let's open it up. This is a big one. This is actually, you know, I don't even know how big this is. This is 12 by 11. So needless to say, I didn't do any double spreads in this. They're all, oh, I did actually at the beginning. So I started this in January of 2017. And I finished it in June of 2018. So this has been a good year and a half project, and this is the very first page I did, but then after that I went backwards and forwards from the front to the back to the middle, to the front to the back, to either side of the middle, and back, front, back, either side, back, okay, front. You know, you get it. Okay, so this is my first page, calling out around the world. Are you ready for a brand new beat? I use song lyrics a lot, so I'm not going to go into too much detail about what I did on each page, or else we'll be here forever. But obviously this is I took my inspiration from Tisha Moore on here, and same with this one. This has the words to Georgie Girl. Why do all the boys just pass you by? Could it be you just don't try, or is it the clothes you wear? You're always window shopping, but never stopping to buy. So shed those dowdy feathers and fly a little bit. Lots of doodling. This is a coloring book picture that I colored in and then put in my art journal. This is a very simple one. I'm not particularly thrilled with it, but it didn't feel like it needed anything else. And this one here is a coloring book page, except I added all the words. They were not part of the original picture, and then I framed it. This has "Send Me an Angel Right Now." Send me an angel. Send me an angel. Send me an angel right now. Right now. Do you believe in heaven above? There we go. I couldn't read it. A couple of T tags on the side. I don't know why I did that. It's the only time I ever did it in this book, but okay, so now this one is very similar to this one. I think I glued the pieces down on here, and I had some left over, so I went and glued them down on here. Again, this is as done as it's going to get. I'm done with it. Okay, this one is a mess. I glued all sorts of, what do you call these, K-cup tops onto here, but they wouldn't stick and they're falling off, and then I just mashed some stuff down, and there you go. No words to this one. Now this one I was trying out a stencil kit from a Stencil Girl. These came on is actually the one and only Stencil Girl monthly club stencil kit that I did not like, and I actually gave it away. But every single other one, and I've belonged for 1.5 years with a small couple of months out of it. So that tells you how good they are. Okay, now in 2017 I did most of my Mission Inspirations and Dyson deals on these 6x6 cards, and I had them ring bound, but after a while I just hated it. I couldn't stand how it was put together, so I glued them in here on some pages that had some background prepped. So I don't know if I like the presentation of them, but at least they're in here and saved. So this is, I don't know exactly which ones are Mission Inspiration and which ones are Dyson Deal, but some of them I do. This is Mission Inspiration, and it says, don't do anything you wouldn't do if I were sitting on your shoulder. And I don't know if you can see, but there's a little girl sitting on her shoulder. Another very simple one that I just stopped there. Okay, this is very busy, but if we don't look at this, this is my original piece of art, and pretty sure this was Mission Inspiration as well. It says Hope. We have a embryo fetus in the womb there. Okay, then this one here is a page from a magazine of strawberries, and then I just went to town with Stencil Girl stencils on it, and the wolf made me start singing Hungry Like the Wolf, so I put I'm on the hunt, I'm after you for my words on there. This one was a mandala of flowers in a coloring book, so I colored it, cut it out, put it on here, and then I just kind of went to town and did this, and I dressed up the guy's suit with some bright pink and bright pink glasses, so it started making me think of Feeling Groovy. So I wrote down, slow down, you move too fast, got to let the morning last, feeling groovy. Yeah, I have glued pages together in this book. So again, another coloring book page, just the butterfly. And then I was just looking for a song with a butterfly in it, and this is what I ended up with. Butterfly girl with your butterfly wings of silk and satin. No, wait. Butterfly girl with your butterfly wings of silk and satin, fly so free. I know you know what's happening, fly to me. I remember when you'd rest a while upon a petal's white skin. You'd sing your song, then flutter round the sun and circle its golden rim. And that was written by somebody called Marcus. Now, this one here, a few days ago, I had 8 pages left in this book, and I just wanted to get it done. So I decided to, with those 8 pages, to do a journaling by 5s, Shannon Green's challenge. And so this is one of my journaling by 5s, and the words here say, she felt she had been tried and sentenced, and this has stayed with her, the knowledge that she had been condemned for something that was not her fault. This, I believe, was a Dyson deal. It says Climb, very vintagey. Made these kind of look like curtains. Another coloring book page, cut out. This was a color by numbers, really funky zebra, and stenciled up the background. This was a Mission Impossible. Not Impossible, Mission Inspiration. Oh my goodness, have I been saying Mission Impossible? Obviously that's what it's a takeoff on, but it's Mission Inspiration. April Love is for the very young, so this is very vintagey here. Okay, this one here is, I think this one is a Dyson deal, and that was Callie Black's group. So yeah, True Friends. And then over here, I think this was another Dyson deal. Body Works Mind Mellows Soul Soars. These are some AliExpress stamps. This was a what did I do with this? I think this was using the supplies in a kit from Palettefull Packs. So you can see a lot of the projects in here were challenges. To myself, I either used prompts or I limited my supplies to a certain set of stuff. So there's a few Palettefull Pack things in here too. As long as everything is exactly the way I want, I'm totally flexible. Now, this was some reverse collage that I was doing on Daphne's diary pages. And so I took a double spread and let's see, this, and the outside are all parts of the magazine. The rest of it I painted, stenciled, and collaged. This was not the last Mission Inspiration, but the one before, so that would be May's. I didn't like this at first, because it had some weird stuff that we were doing on there. But once I got the lungs in there instead of a fire, I liked it. And then I found this in a book. Are they good to eat? Said Arthur. Will shook his head. They taste strong and they say they're not wholesome, sir, replied Will. This is not wholesome food. Okay, so here we have a, I think this was Dyson deal. This might have been one of my first ones I did. That's really cool. That's really thick and textured. Like that. This was another Dyson deal. I was not feeling this one. Just put happy, happy, joy, joy on it. This is a fail. I hate this. I hate this so much. But I'm not going to cover it up. This was June's Mission Inspiration. And it just, oh, it had used fabric, used stencils, used something from nature. Oh, it's just, I don't put a lot of 3D elements on my pages. I use texture paste and I like textured stuff, but not actual. Ugh, let's just skip that one. Okay, now this one I really like. This was a journaling by Fives. It says moments of ecstasy and moments of sorrow. Really, really like this. I added the horns. Okay, so here's one of my 6x6s here, and it says, people say that I'm crazy, but I'm not that way inclined. I know what I know, and I'll happily show that madness is all in the mind. And that is a song by the 80s ska group Madness, who I adore. Okay, so these two are these two are journaling by Fives. So this one right here, the words say, "It's time for your therapy." I used Delusions for the journaling by 5 pages. And then this one, really like this too. "When you follow your heart, you never know where it might lead you." Okay, now we're back to reverse collage on Daphne's Diary pages. So this was from the original magazine. I added the stenciling, and then this tree and "In the shadow of the large tree" were from the original page. All this I added, collaged, stenciled, painted. Again, reverse collage from Daphne's Diary. Okay, on this page there's just this bit and then the words "lavender" and "fairies." On here I kept the border, the reindeer, and these little pictures right here. Yeah, well, they're all reindeer and fairies, I guess. So yeah, I really like that one. I like these two right here. They look so out of place in here, but it gives it a good feel. I like the feel of that. Okay, more reverse collage. So I kept to the middle here, and trees made of clay, and the rest here is collaged and stenciled. For this one I kept this little picture right here and the border, clay and lace. Another Daphne's Diary. So here I kept this bit of a bakery shop right here, and the words "a touch of nostalgia," but then I went over them with paint so that it looked like I'd handwritten it. The borders on these I kept, and these dresses. The rest here was all collaged and painted. It says art. Okay, these were journaling by 5s. I really like this one. Really, really like this one. It says, "Thornley and Hill were worried the world was out of gas, and their balloons have gone away. This lady is so upset. Oh, my balloons! The world might be out of gas." So I searched for a long time to find some words to go with this, and then I found "Lost in the Shuffle." And I really like how those words go with this. The girl's cracked face and the deck of cards. It's texture paste on there too. Okay, and then these were my last 2 journaling by 5s. I like this one, and that one not so much. So this one says, "We rip out so much of ourselves to be cured of things faster than we should." And this one says, "Search for pure joy." This was using it was a Paletful Packs case. We got pencil crayons, so I colored the coloring book page of this lady, cut her out, and then the background of the original picture was, I don't remember, I think it was a carrot garden with the sky. So it's not in here, but I kind of followed that scheme. And this sun was from the coloring book picture too. This one here, I do not know. I am thinking it's a Mission inspiration because of the colors, pink and gray. I would never have used those colors on my own. Really like it though. This is one of my favorite stencils. I don't use it enough. The stencil's only this much. I added that. No words. I guess the prompts didn't have us put words on. Yeah, both of those don't have words, and that's strange for me because I really don't feel like it's done unless there's a face and words. I occasionally do not do that, but it takes an effort for me to not. So no words on those. I really, 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 really like this one. And it is a Mission Inspiration. It is full of so much texture. Got texture paste in there. I used some Finnabair rust paste. And it also has tissue paper. This is blue tissue paper. I didn't paint that blue. So it's really good. And I can't pronounce the words that are here because they are in Mohican. This is Saint, oh, I always say her name wrong, Saint Ketaweri. It's longer than that. But anyways, she's the first North American born saint. She was sainted a couple of years ago, and this is the first line of the Hail Mary in Mohican. That's what's on there. This was Palettefull Packs markers. So I took this and these from coloring books, colored them with the markers, stuck them in here, and then I ended up altering her with the markers as well. Think we had not Copics, but the something noir ones, alcohol inks anyways. This is just a Mission Inspiration that got away with itself. So we had to add a steampunk figure, and guess what? I couldn't find anything in my stash. I looked for a while and then I gave up. So I took this from an ad from the 30s and I pieced together this lamppost creature here, and it says, "Don't lie down, stand up." This one was Palettefull Packs. We had oil pastels with some of that that stuff that you use on it so you can turn it into oil paint. I like this. This is definitely my style, and I like it. So again, we got song lyrics. I always feel like somebody's watching me. It just, looking at that girl's face, I started singing the song. Okay, this was a Dyson deal. It's alright. It's one of those ones where you don't do the background first, so you end up with white, and I don't know. So this one was Palettefull Packs. We got golden products, and so I've got modeling paste, heavy gel, some other stuff in there. Oh, and the golden paints. So, among those present, it says. But I like this, and I do this quite often, is if I put my figure in and I need to cut off the legs, I'll often stick them up at the top here. This was, I don't know if it's Mission Inspiration or Dyson deal. It's always the same, it's just a shame, that's all. And I was kind of talking about the taste of Kellogg's cornflakes because this is from an old Kellogg's ad. This is another one of the prompt challenges. Very simple. And here we have another one of the prompt challenges, and this was a crazy one. I don't know what we had to add that made me put this troll in here, but the words say it's time to try something out of the ordinary. And finally, this was a Mission Inspiration. No, sorry, it was a Dyson deal. And again, this is one of the ones where we had a really strange background. We had to write something, so all I did was, we had to write something with our non-dominant hand, so that means I had to write with my left hand, so all I did was write the alphabet in lowercase until I got to N-O-P. And that is it. That is my art journal that I've been working on for the last 18 months or so. And so it is time to move on to another one. And I'll just give you a sneak peek of what I'll be working in. I have one already started, and it's probably about 3/4 of the way finished. And this is just a composition notebook art journal. And I started this like forever ago, 2007, and I did do this first. When I do an art journal, I move back and forwards throughout them and stuff, but I always do the first page first so that I know when I started it. So I'm not going to show you anything in here, but this is what I'm going to be working in. Over the last little while, you can see that the spine is holding up really well. All the pages are painted in here because over the last few months I've been using the blank pages in here as my wipe-off pages. I'll just show you this little section in here. That kind of looks done, doesn't it? But it's a wipe-off. This looks like baby diarrhea. So yeah, been using that as my wipe-off. So there's basically this chunk in the middle to do, and then a few pages in between. I have more at the front done. So yeah, hopefully that won't take me too long. Yeah, sorry. I kind of like went into a fog there. Yeah, so this shouldn't take me too long till I'm finished it. And yeah, so I'm excited to be moving into a new book. Yay! Even if it is an old book, it's new to me. So thank you for joining me, and if you enjoyed this, I would really appreciate your support. If you subscribe down below, give me a thumbs up, comment. I love to talk to my viewers, and ring the bell, and then you'll get notified. So I will talk to you later. Bye bye.